What's up, graphic designers? We know that Photoshop is amazing, and over the last few days we've experimented with the clone stamp tool and the content aware fill function. And today we're going to explore how these tools and strategies can be used for good, but also for evil. And so here's a real world example from straight out of Iran where they're distorting people's perceptions of their military strength. So this is what they released. This is the photo they released to the world, and yet one of the missiles in real life actually failed. So what did they do? They used the clone stamp tool, presumably a little something like this, and they tried to pass it off as legit. But we see you through we see right through you, Iran. All right, and speaking of like rogue nations and military strength, here's like a military exercise on this beach. But like Iran, they're using the clone stamp tool to add a few more vehicles that they actually don't have in their fleet. And so with a little keen eye and some observational skills, we can see precisely what they did. This example is a little bit different. So we're talking about how Photoshop can be used for evil or distorting people's perceptions. This is from the Situation Room the night that Bin Laden was eliminated or neutralized. And a compelling image, serious image, and yet when it was released and published in a certain newspaper, you'll notice that Hillary Clinton and this other female individual were doctored, were taken right out of this image. They were eliminated. Hmm. That's certainly eyebrow raising and certainly worthy of discussion, but we're going to have to keep it moving. But we are going to keep it political. And here we've got another image from Obama. And this was released in a Egyptian publication. And we can see Hosni Mubarak, who was the president of Egypt at the time. He's in front, right? He looks like he's in charge. He's the alpha. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is another altered image. The actual image has him in the wing, you know, walking behind everyone else. And actually, here it is, a screenshot from their website. And so, what did they do? They used the content aware fill. They used the clone stamp tool, some selection tools to pop Mubarak right in the front, right there. But we're not going to be using Photoshop for evil. Instead, we're going to be using it for good. So, what are you going to do? You're going to find a fun image, an upbeat image, an exciting image, and you're going to eliminate maybe one individual or an element, and you're going to superimpose yourself, and maybe we can make it into a little bit of lab marketing as we have right here and right here. This is a throwback to 2018. And so what did this individual do? He used the clone stamp tool, content aware, to eliminate the person that was sitting right there. Then we took a photo of him holding, I think it was like a broom. He superimposed the ore, and that looks pretty realistic. Maybe it can be an individual of someone, maybe someone you admire. So this was a fun one. And then I still admire Carmelo Anthony, but I wanted to try to see if I could drive by Kawhi Leonard. I was unsuccessful, but this is a fun image nonetheless. You're going to find the background image. You're going to have a buddy snap a photo of you using our little lighting situation or lighting studio. You can email it to yourself, and then you can use selection tools and Photoshop techniques to create a new and compelling image.